Hello and welcome to Karma Showdown Week 4. I'm your host Mugen and I've got Neon Kai aka Temper.
Hello. Okay, so should we just hop right in the game?
Yeah, so we've got an early draft ban of Lyra, which is Laxley's favourite roamer, I think.
So that might be a target ban. Hovering over Sky here. Sky has been somewhat of a threat lately due to her buffs and her increased damage.
I think
we see a black feather first pick, which is
OP, and I think they're going to go Ryan or looks like they want to go cool.
With the Lyra ban, Black Feather's even just that much better as well, just because his mobility's not blocked off. So, yeah.
Blitzness is the jungler, so he's going to be picking for the lane, I think. I think they're talking Kestrel? Wait. What's going on here? Hovering over another carry.
We might be seeing a CP Blackfeather come out here, potentially. Which can trade very well into Kestrel, might I add. But now they're switching over to Grace, hovering over Grace now. And we see the Grace pick as probably most likely the captain, which is a super good combo with Blackfeather because she gives him sustain and durability, so that is a very good pickup by A side.
Looking at double weapon power or CP. Ooh, and they've picked the second team's pick here.
The Rhyme is also a huge threat, especially because he's been dominating the jungles this patch.
Yeah,
and paired with the Blackfeather, yeah.
Swap heroes.
That combo on that, I like the A side's draft. Do you better?
Yeah, I'm favoring A side, but if the Scarf can somehow perform and the Arden can peel for him and he stays max range, they could still be able to trade into this composition. The only problem I see is the sustain coming out from that Grace, being able to take all of the burst from the Kestrel. That could spell disaster for A side.
Skin Wars, Team B wins.
Okay, we're hopping into the game soon.
Okay, early buys from everyone seem about normal.
Yeah.
Pretty much identical buys for the carries and junglers on both teams.
I do see a weapon blade coming out of Sting on that Grace, so might see some early aggression from that Grace. Maybe try to take a camp or two.
Looks like they're moving straight over all three.
Yeah, we do see an early invade by all three. Camps are up now, so this healing camp is contested.
Are they going to go for the fight here?
However, Clash actually gets the mid-treant for his team, so that will sway A side and prevent them from actually continuing on with the invade. Mid-treant starting up now.
I got that one.
Sting actually got that one, pretty sure with a empowered basic attack. So now just going back into the normal farming.
Pretty easy trade. PF's going to have an easy time farming.
We do see that Clash is at level 2 for VGG, so they want to pick something up, maybe just a small trade just to slay the Blackfeather. That would have been smart, but they're both equalized in level now.
I'm liking the first early shot of LSG. Although he's coming straight to lane. Or he's going down to the tramp. Reverse rotation is gonna mess with the rhyme there a little bit.
Both only the jungler A side of there. So we're seeing a test, and LSG actually gets it with a rhyme perk, pretty sure. So that's interesting. It's not good for B side either. We see a 700 gold lead also accruing for A side. So if they keep this up, the next fights could be pretty one-sided.
Yeah, after this wave, there's going to be huge difference in lane farm as well. It's almost double already. The lead is double now. Level advantage all over the board pretty much.
Yeah. See Rhyme just taking the fronts, denying even more gold from B side. Over a 1k gold lead now. So things aren't looking too good for B side. We actually see an engaged Laxley dropping low. Retribution from Sting drops him even lower. VTG chases Laxley on tiny amount of health. Blood for blood, and actually first blood from the Kestrel from Clash. Just saving Laxley at the last minute as well.
Getting way too greedy there, going for that kill, standing in the goop. Should have just walked away.
Sting is attempting to be a good roamer, but overstaying just a bit too much. He was too low to be able to hold that wave off and pays for his life for that. So we now see a swing in momentum to B side. Even though A side did have that gold advantage, the team fights were not very well played out by A side.
The A side positioning needs to be fixed a little bit. The gold lead in lane though is starting to get pretty heavy. Double farm.
Yeah. Clash getting caught out here. Houston's boots get out. Lots of damage though, coming down. So. But he does have that eulogy, so he can heal that up.
Got 3 men in lane. They've kind of split the enemy. I think they should just get out. Siege is pretty good at both teams here.
B-side Siege potential is that little bit better, I think, just with the scarf and then the arrows coming out from the Kestrel. Actually getting caught out from the face crash. Using Vanguard just to boost his way out of there, but actually also pops a potion just to gain that health back.
Great work from the base.
We see a stun coming out from ISG with the Rhyme ultimate, but nothing to follow it up really, so Clash can still get out. We do see Laxley complete her Phantom, but Sting just got his as well, so Phantoms on both sides at around 5 minutes 50, a little bit later than ideal, but no fights have really needed it, crucially, so
what do you
it's
think
been
the
fine.
win conditions of each team are here?
Well, I think right now, B-side really needs to siege this first turret, swing some momentum in their favor, but because their siege is really good. And if A-side effectively fights during the siege, then they can also take the turret. They can also take their turret. And gold mine's also 3/4 full, a little bit more than. So that's a new point of contention, and that can also swing gold into anyone's favor if they choose to go for it.
Must note that. So Sting on the Grace has just got his ult. Arden's just about to get his.
I must note that the rock can still solo that gold mine, so we see a huge ultimates coming out from ISG and BTG just to really burst down that Scarf, and Scarf falls for that. Laxi dropping low as well from BTG. One uses the Rose offensive to secure the kill there. Phantom coming out from Sting just to alleviate some of the damage that was taken. But now that is on a cooldown.
Nothing really coming from that trade. I would have been going with a Rhyme, definitely gone for Gold Mine at that point. Gold Mine.
Yeah, no objective came out from that. BTG does have enough gold for his breaking point actually, so next buy could be pretty worth it when he does decide to buy.
Yeah, sitting on 1800 gold, not really the best option. But the Kestrel's kind of doing the same thing, she's on 1600.
Yeah. The Blitzless coming out with this Shadow Glass first, so just going for straight up damage, trying to heal this Rhyme from afar as soon as possible, and instead of trying to slow him and prevent him from moving forward. But, which is smart buy. If you believe that you can maintain your distance from the Rhyme, you should be able to win at the trade. But we'll see about that next fight. Also seeing a Poison Field come out of the Kestrel, which is a direct counter to Sting and BTG, just to try and prevent them healing too much.
I don't think Arden's Gauntlet's gonna be much use in this game. Like, BTG's gonna be able to get out of the Gauntlet, and nobody really wants to be trapped in a Gauntlet with Rhyme, so I think Arden's main focus is going to be the Vanguard. Good engage there.
Also looks like the Grace, the Black Blade uses her Phantom, so that's on a cooldown, and now Sting or A-Side has the advantage because their Phantom is still up, so they want to take a fight, they'll have Phantom up for it.
Looks like the Grace is going for a Echo as well, second item. So they're going to pretty much have 3 fountains and 2 of the biggest high sustaining heroes. They should be maneuvering down to Gold Mine here. Not really coordinated.
Indecisive. Yeah. Also see some indecisiveness from A-Side, whether to rotate together or to stay in lane and siege, but they both get a little bit of trade from Clash, but nothing too much, nothing notable.
2 items on the Kestrel and the BF now, so...
To see Sting completing his Echo just then at 10 minutes, and Laxley completing her Atlas Pauldron. So the Roamers hitting their Iron Spikes at around the same time. So this Atlas can potentially shut down the BF, but the Echo will allow him to stay alive and wear off the Atlas effect by the time it's finished. So not too sure how this Atlas is going to be.
Kind of just waiting for their moment to engage. Everyone seems a little bit afraid of making a mistake at the moment. I'd like to see an engage from the Rhyme and the Grace. Not much you can do against the Rhyme engage.
Yes, it's Atlas, and Retribution comes out from the Grace, but no follow-up from the team. Just trying to poke, but the Gauntlet comes down, and a Goop, he lands on all 3, doing tons of damage, but BTG jumps in.
Still got the fountain. Everybody full health on A-Side.
Sting dropping a little bit low from the poke. One shot does not connect, so Sting still living, and you see A-Side getting low, Clash especially. So yeah, they'll just port back.
LSG go down, steal some more of the jungle. Everyone's ported from the B side. Looks like this could be first turret if the Rhyme comes up here fast enough.
ISG also bought his Eve just then, so that's another huge item spike for Ryan. This Eve Harvest will allow him to poke and also be able to take attacks without too much worry. Also, a level 12 Ryan at 12 minutes is huge compared to the level 10 of Footsmith. So that level difference could definitely shove the advantage over to ASAP.
I want to see faster boots on Ryan, only with the tier 1 boots at the moment. Ryan really suffers from slow movement speed. This could be first turret if the scarf doesn't get up there fast enough. Ryan is going for the jungle, trying to starve out the scarf.
It's a smart play.
17 CS difference on the two junglers and about 30 CS difference in lane. So with no objectives taken, it's a 2k difference. It's actually starting to grow. Just want this right
to be so rotating as a team. You wanted to say something?
I said, yeah, I want the Rhyme to get tier 2 boots and then I'll be able to see decent engage. Rhyme seems to be playing a bit too much from the back line. Kestrel Glimmer's not really doing that much to the BF. She needs some crit in that build.
Yeah, but she can afford her Tornado Trigger if she opts to go for that, or Own Sword, I guess, as well. So, when they go by, that will be a great pickup and definitely increase the damage output from this Kestrel.
Tier 2 boots come out on the Rhyme.
We also see a siege coming out from Flash. Couple arrows come out, but Laxley getting caught out as well, taking half of her health. Arden getting out, but taking a lot of damage as a result of that siege.
Really need to see, I think we should see some infusions coming out soon. That will give the advantage to pretty much any team that does it. Both teams finding it really hard to siege at the moment.
Sting goes in, but just disengages.
Being a little
lot of damage. Laxley actually dropping very low. Drops the Phantom. Huge ult from the Ryan.
That's
and Bia jumps in and gets the kill on the Kestrel. Wixless also dropping low. Execute for 443 damage. Laxley just ports back, gets out. But this will be first turret. Great engagement from A side. Anything to say about that?
Should be first turret and Goldmine, hopefully.
Goldmine actually drops in 3 seconds, so I don't think they'll be able to get that.
But they could get on the Kraken, but no.
Kraken is on the map though, so new objective, and that could definitely swing the fight to either side's favor, or to swing the momentum to either side. We actually see Clash buying a breaking point as his third item on this Kestrel.
Pocket infusion on the Black Feather as well. I'm liking that.
BTG has actually built up both of his defensive items on this Black Feather. So he's quite tanky at the moment, especially with when he pops that infusion. And paired with the Grace, it's going to be very hard to kill this Black Feather. Clash has a level advantage. Oh, actually no, BTG just hit level 12, just as I said that, so
I think
levels are even.
The only way to get through these defenses from the Kestrel now is to get some crit and get crit fast.
We do see an Atlas being built on Sting, but there's an engagement now. BTG pops his infusion, gets stunned out by the active camo. Like the Atlas is the Black Feather. Black Feather attempted to block, but now that's on the cooldown.
Rhyme just zoning at the moment, not really engaging. We've got a split
Still
team.
on full health pretty much as well though. So no kills coming out of that engagement, but
Infusions on both the Rhyme and the Black Feather. They should engage here.
yeah, no infusions coming out of B side yet at all, so Yeah, the advantage definitely on A side. They try to take a non-fight. See Luxley going for a Crucible. Guess trying to block out that Rhyme ult, because that Rhyme ult has been doing some serious work, as it has been landing the stuns on 1 or 2 members even.
We've got a split team here with Scarf below and the other 2 members high. This should be a kill.
Great Vanguard gets Luxley straight out of that misposition. So not too much that the A side can do as a result.
We've got a party bush! Party bush! Party bush being set up. My favourite thing in all of Vainglory.
We see Arden also being split from his team. Being caught out by A side as well. Getting rooted and the execute doing huge amounts of damage. The Sting just preventing the carry and jungler from B side getting and contributing to that fight. So
straight onto Kraken. This is going to be a quick Kraken with Rhyme and BF together.
yeah,
Kraken's healthy this patch as well.
Luxley's positioning there, being completely split from her team, was a bit questionable. But Kraken coming out, unleashed for A side.
New infusion.
As well. Yeah. We also see like a 4.2k gold lead, which is quite a big gold lead. So that's like a whole tier 3 item, which means that they have much higher damage output than B side. Also, Blitzless does not have an infusion at the moment, whereas all 3 of the members on A side do. So Flash the only one with that infusion.
Blitzsmith was opting to finish his farm out there. Good block out there by Laxley. Triple stun from the Rhyme.
The BF diving in with the heal from Graves, doing huge amounts of damage.
Crazy execute there.
Yeah. Good stealth from the Kestrel just to avoid any...
Oh, the stun from the Rhyme. And we are going to get a turret in the gateway. Most of the members pretty high health.
Still at just below half health, so potentially another turret as well to go down here. Seriously, yeah, there's a siege from this Rhyme and this Black Feather, putting huge amounts of work.
They're going to go. They're going to be stuck in the gauntlet, but it's not going to stop the Rhyme.
Sting is actually dropping very low, so
they're going for the whole win here.
However, Rhyme doesn't actually have much energy left, but they secure it. So, 19 minutes in, Kraken. So yeah, that was a good game. Great fights coming out of A side, and B side just couldn't seem to react properly with their positioning, out of position and split a lot of the time, which ended up throwing the advantage over to A side.
I think
and leading them to the win.
B side needed to siege a little bit more and take advantage of their length in distance, considering they were against a triple melee.
Yeah,
they needed to push that lane a little bit harder, and life would have been a lot easier.
Especially in the mid game, because where Rhyme didn't have tier 2 boots, Black Feather was just hitting his level 6, so his mobility wasn't the greatest it could be. They really should have pushed it at that mid game, just to try to get 1 or 2 targets at least. And that could have changed the outcome of the whole game, so...
GG.
Yeah, so good games from there.
Thank you, Neon, for joining me. Sorry I'm a bit...
Yeah, thank you.